Shalom, shalom, family. Welcome. Today I'm going to bring you the holy days that we need for the upcoming year, this 2020, for us to be able to take off in a good enough period of time so that we won't have problems at our jobs. Let the school people know exactly what is it that we need to do, because these are days that are commanded by the Most High God for us to keep and to observe. So here go the holy days that are set aside for this upcoming year. The first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the season of Passover or Pesach, begins on the evening of Wednesday, April 8th, 2020, and ends on Thursday, April 9th, 2020 at sundown. Once again, the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Pesach, or the Passover season, begins on the evening of Wednesday, April 8th, 2020, and ends Thursday, April 9th, 2020 at sundown. The next day, the final day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, or the season of Pesach, begins on the evening of Tuesday, April 14th, 2020, and ends on Wednesday, April 15th, 2020 at sundown. Once again, the final day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Pesach or Passover, begins on the evening of Tuesday, April 14th, 2020, and ends on Wednesday, April 15th, 2020 at sundown. Or the next holy day, Shavuot, or the Feast of Weeks, begins on the evening of Thursday, May 28th, 2020, and ends on Friday, May 29th, 2020 at sundown. Once again, the Feast of Weeks, or Shavuot, begins on the evening of Thursday, May 28th, 2020, and ends on Friday, May 29th, 2020 at sundown. The next day on the schedule, Yom Teruah, is the first day of the 7th month, begins on the evening of Friday, September 18th, 2020, and ends on Saturday, September 19th, 2020 at sundown, the Shabbat day. So this day literally falls on the seventh day Shabbat. So all of us, not most of us, all of us shall have the 7 day Shabbat off. So you don't need to put in for this day, because this day already falls on the day that we have off from week to week. So once again, Yom Teruah begins on the evening of Friday, September 18, 2020, and ends on Saturday, September 19, 2020 at sundown, the 7th day Shabbat. The day falls on the 7th day Shabbat. Double holy day, as we say. The next day, Yom HaKippurim, or the Day of Atonement, begins on the evening of Sunday, September 27, 2020, and ends on Monday, September 28, 2020 at sundown. Once again, Yom Kippur, or the Day of Atonement, begins on the evening of Sunday, September 27th, 2020, and ends Monday, September 28th, 2020 at sundown. The next day, the first day of Sukkot, begins on the evening of Friday, October 2nd, 2020, and ends on Saturday, October 3rd, 2020 at sundown. Once again, this day falls on the 7th day Shabbat, or the Sabbath day, right? So we should already have this day off. You don't have to put in for that day. Once again, the first day of Sukkot, or the Feast of Booths. Most High God commanded us to build us booths to remind us of our journey in the wilderness, where we dwelt in booths for 40 years. So the first day of Sukkot, of the Feast of Booths, begin on the evening of Friday, October 2nd, 2020, and ends on Saturday, October 3rd, 2020 at sundown, the 7th day Shabbat. You should already have this day off. You don't have to put in for this day. And finally, Shemini Atzeret, or the 8th day Solemn Assembly, begins on Friday, October 9th, 2020 at sundown, and ends Saturday, October 10th, 2020 at sundown, the Shabbat day once again. Once again, Shemini Atzeret, the 8th day Solemn Assembly, begins on Friday, October 9th, 2020 at sundown, and ends Saturday, October 10th, 2020 at sundown, the 7th day Shabbat. Shouldn't have to take this day off, because you should already have it off. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Put in your days ahead of time. Put them in time so that you don't have a hassle in the future, and that you don't have problems with your bosses, with your professors, whomever it might be, whatever might be scheduled for during that time, may it be exams or whatever. Try to take the time off in an adequate time and a good time so that you won't fall behind. Let your bosses, your supervisors, your managers know exactly what is it that you need. Thank you once again. If you would like to get in contact with us, you could contact us by email. The email is info@beitdcb.org. Once again, to contact us via email, you could contact us at info@beitdcb.org. info@beitdcb.org. That's info at beitdcb.org, right? It should be on the screen. You could also contact us via telephone. You can contact us at 347-622-9090. Once again, 347-622-9090. I hope that this video is helpful to all of you. Shalom, shalom, and everyone have a peaceful day. Hallelujah.